Hello there, how you doing? My name's Adam. Welcome to A Duda Reviews. Thank you for showing up. I'm really glad you did because you look beautiful. You look gorgeous. I don't know what you've done. Maybe something different with your hair or something. Have you lost weight? I don't know what it is, but you look great. Today, I'm going to be doing another one of those A Duda recommend segments because there's been a hell of a lot of entertainment out there. And by God, I want to talk about it. Today, I'm going to be recommending 3 different forms of entertainment, that being TV, movies, and music. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get it. Up first, we have Bad Trip. Bad Trip was directed by Kitao Sakurai and it stars Eric Andre, Tiffany Haddish and Lil Ray Howery. It's a comedy prank film in the same vein as films like Borat or Jackass, where unsuspecting members of the public react to outrageous antics. In fact, the Borat and Jackass connection can be found in the production of the movie itself, as both Sacha Baron Cohen and Jeff Tremaine of Borat and Jackass respectively were both consultants on the movie. Just like Borat, there's a loose plot thread throughout this film. Eric Andre's character Chris and Lil Ray Howery's character Bud are best friends from Florida, who both head out on an adventurous trip to New York in pursuit of Chris's high school crush, Maria. Their mode of transport for this journey is a pink car with the license plate Bad Bitch. This belongs to Bud's escaped convict sister, Trina, played hilariously by Tiffany Haddish. She's pissed and wants her car back and is always one step behind the duo. Chris has to reach Maria and declare his love before Trina catches them both and turns their nutsacks to handbags. Some of the standout scenes for me were the musical number, where Chris just bursts out into spontaneous song and dance number in the middle of a mall, much to the bemusement of the members of the public. The bar scene where he gets blackout drunk and goes a little crazy. And the scene where Chris and Bud take some unidentified pills and take a wander through the supermarket. The main source of humour comes from the general public's reactions though. At some points it is a little hard to believe they were really duped by Eric's pranks. The scene with the gorilla at the zoo in particular was a little far-fetched, as the gorilla costume looked pretty fake, and I swear at some point some of the members of the public looked directly at the camera. Not to mention that Eric Andre and Tiffany Haddish aren't exactly unknown faces. But overall, this film was a lot of fun. I've been a fan of Eric Andre for a while, so any project with him in it I'm usually on board. Tiffany Haddish is a real standout in this film too, as the crazy convict, and her scenes really do draw some laughs. If you want a good laugh, invite your friends over, grab some beers and check this out on Netflix now. That was very interesting, Adam. What's next? Next, we have Invincible. Had enough of superhero stuff? Well, too bad, because here's a new animated superhero show based on the comic book character Invincible, created by Robert Kirkman, best known for co-creating The Walking Dead. The show stars voice talent Stephen Yeun of The Walking Dead TV show, J.K. Simmons, or J. Jonah Jameson as I'll forever know him, and Seth Rogen, among others. Amazon just recently dropped these first 3 episodes and I loved them. The basic story is of a young lad coming of age, and with that, so are his superpowers. His father is already a well-established superhero named Omni-Man and begins to teach his son the ways of the superhero. So far, so standard, but where this animated superhero show may differ from others is its sheer brutality. Blood by the bucket, squashed heads, and eyeballs popping out all over the place. This show is definitely not for kids. Although, to be fair, when I was a kid, I would have loved to watch this sort of thing. And without giving away too much of the plot, there's plenty of mystery and intrigue to keep you wanting more at the end of each episode. Sort of akin to Amazon's other bloody superhero show, The Boys, except animated, the list of crazy superheroes in this show is pretty impressive, as is the animation, especially during some of the big action scenes. If you like your superheroes bloody, with their heads caved in and their eyes popping out of their skull, then this is probably the superhero show for you. This is really entertaining so far. And lastly, as I haven't done a music recommendation in forever, my next recommendation is for the latest single by 90s stoner rock gods, Monstermagnet. Their latest single, Mr. Destroyer, is the first from their upcoming psychedelic covers album, A Better Dystopia. The song is originally by 70s rockers Pooh Bah, who I confess to have never heard of before. This song is definitely a Monster Magnet affair. Heavy rock soaked in acid and reverb. Real headbanger of a tune with Hendrix style guitar and a catchy chorus. What's not to love? I can't wait for the album, which has them covering such artists as Hawkwind and Dust. So look deep into the eyes of the psychedelic serpent and go for a ride. Well, that's it. Those are my recommendations. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, maybe check them out. Tell me what you think about them in the comment section down below. I love you very much. God bless. Goodbye. Oh, and like and subscribe.